Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome to today's English lesson. This is Shailly. It's morning here for me. So good morning. It's 7 a.m. here in Japan. Thank you for everyone who's joined me so far and who are going to join me soon. If you're watching on the replay, thank you as well. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Today's going to be another fun lesson, a lesson that will definitely help you become more fluent in English. Today's lesson is a little bit difficult, but it's something that is really going to help you, advance your English. This is for anyone as well. If you're the beginner, the intermediate, the advanced learner, this will help you. So I hope you're ready. We already have a couple people joining so far. So good morning to all of you, wherever you are watching from, or good afternoon or good evening, like I said. All right. So today we're going to talk about something that is a little bit difficult, but something that you should remember and you should know how to use. Now, in your daily life, there are a lot of things that you do that you may do yourself. You are the doer of the action. For example, if I wash this table, I'm doing it. But today we're not talking about that. We're going to talk about things that you don't do yourself. Somebody else does it. Now, the most common one, I'm going to put it on the screen here. I'm going to, not that there, one sec. The most common one is I often hear people say, I cut my hair. A lot of people say this, I cut my hair. Now, I completely understand this sentence. Now, if you go to America, if you go to Canada, everybody will understand this sentence. I cut my hair. But honestly, this is incorrect. In this sentence, what you are saying is that you are cutting your hair. And maybe some of you do that, but I think most people do not cut their own hair, right? We go to a hair salon, we go to a hairdresser, a barber, and that person will cut your hair. So today we are going to be practicing these types of sentences. We're not going to say, I cut my hair. We're going to learn how to say it in sort of correct grammar. We're going to say it that somebody else did the action, not me. Now, at the beginning of today's sort of lesson that, we just started, I said it's a little bit difficult. The reason it's difficult is the grammar is complex. In today's grammar, we're going to be using what's called the passive. Okay, the passive is a grammar tense. In this grammar tense, the passive tense, we don't focus on who did the action. We don't focus on who did the action. We're only focusing on the action itself. All right, so one more time. We don't care who does it. We only care what happened. And today, we're going to be practicing, and I'm going to put it at the very bottom of the screen, have something done. This is the main grammar that we are going to study today. Have something done. XYZ, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Thank you for joining me today. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're joining this lesson. It's going to be a good one today. It'll be a good start to your day. If you're like me, it's Saturday morning here. It'll be a good day. It'll be a good start to your day. Okay, so what we're going to focus on is have something done. Have something done. This means that I don't do it. Somebody else is doing it. So let's look at my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Let's look at today's lesson. Let's jump right into it today. And today we're focusing on have something done. Now at the very top here, it says, I'm going to put it onto the blue print here, blue highlights. Have something done means that someone does something for you. Someone does something for you. You don't do it. Now, let's see how we make this sentence. Let's look at the pattern. Now, if you look at the middle of the screen here, we've got the gray highlighted text. Whenever you want to make this sentence, we start with the word have. Next is going to be your object. It's going to be something. It's going to be a noun. Now, the tricky thing here now, what makes this grammar difficult is the next thing we need is my past participle. It's a past participle. So past participle, this means we want the third position of the past tense. All right, Fusa, thank you. Welcome. Ohayou gozaimasu to you as well. And Kaz, good morning. Good morning. Tanoshimi, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited, Kaz. Thanks for joining me today. So let's get back to past participle. So past participle, it's the third position of our past tense grammar. So let's look at that. Let's practice that first. And let's look at the verb eat. Eat. What is the past tense of eat? Does anybody know the past tense of eat? If you know the past tense of eat, please share it in the comment section. Who knows the past tense of eat? I'll give everybody a little bit of time to type. I'm sure that people are on their smartphones or iPads, so it takes a little bit of time. So I will always give you time to type your answers. So what we want to know right now, middle of the screen in this red font, we've got the word eat. So I want to know, what is the past tense of eat? And XYZ has answered 8. That is correct. That is correct. So the past tense is 8. So we got eat, 8. Now, what's the third one? What's the third one? What's after 8? Eat 8. And what is the next one? What is the next verb tense in this? Eat, 8, and what's the third one? All right, XYZ, very, very good. Eaten, eaten, you are correct. So we've got eat, 8, eaten. Now today, what we will be doing is we're focusing on this third position of the verb tenses. the third position. This is called the past participle. So if you look here, we've got past participle. The past participle is the third position. So today, when we make a sentence, you have to use the past participle. So there's no magic trick to this. You just have to remember it. You have to write down all your verbs. Try to remember that third position, the past participle. So let's look back at the top. Let's look. We've got have. We've got something. And we've got the past participle. Okay, we have, something, and the past participle. That's how we will make our sentences today. Have, something, and past participle. Now, at the very beginning of the lesson, we had I put the sentence, I cut my hair. I cut my hair. Now, we don't say this. I don't cut my hair. So what do we say? Instead, we must make a sentence like this. I had my hair cut. I had my hair cut. Now, let's look to see how we make this sentence. Let's look at the grammar pattern. First, we need to have. Okay, so I've got the verb have here. I've used past tense because it's already finished. Next, I need an object. I need an object. I need something. So in my sentence, it's my hair, my hair. And next, I need the past participle verb, and that is cut. Okay, so I had my hair cut. Then when did I have it cut? Last week. Okay, so just for everybody's reference sake, cut, cut, cut. If we look at the verb cut, the past tense is cut. The past participle is cut. YFS, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having a good morning so far. It's a beautiful day here in Tokyo. I hope it's a nice day where you are as well. So today, YFS, if you're just joining us, we're talking about when we don't do an action. We've requested that someone does the action. We've asked someone to do something. So, for instance, cutting hair. I don't cut my own hair. I ask someone to do it. Usually it's my hairdresser. So my sentence is, I had my hair cut last week. Now let's look at the second example. I have, she has her car washed every week. She has her car washed every week. All right. This means she is not washing her car. She is not washing a car. She is asking someone to wash it. So if we look at the grammar again, we need to have my have. So we've got here has, she has. We need an object. We need a noun, her car. And then, of course, we need our past participle. The past participle is the third position. And washed. She has her hair, or she has her car washed every week. So maybe she goes to a car wash shop. She asks them, she pays, and they wash it. She does it every week. She's not washing it herself. Okay, so remember, don't say, I cut my hair last week. Don't say she washes her car every week. Now, I know, I can understand if you do say that sentence, I can understand what you're trying to say. So I know a lot of people always say, oh, yeah, but Shailly, people understand me if I say that. Yeah, that's true. I will be able to understand you. But I think the goal, whenever we study anything, if we're studying English, it's important that we speak it correctly. So if somebody is doing it, not you, it's important that we say that. I cut my hair last week. No, I had my hair cut. Now, if we look at the bottom here, I put this little sort of star here. It says you can also use get instead of have. So I got my hair cut. I got my hair cut. Okay, this is completely correct. If you want to put get instead of have, that is okay. It has the same meaning. It has the same meaning. It's your choice. You can use get, you can use have. In fact, sometimes please use have. Sometimes please use get. Have variety when you speak. So both of these are completely correct. Okay, so we've jumped right into grammar at the beginning of this lesson. Let's stop now and let's make sure everybody understands the grammar. If there are any questions regarding this, if you don't understand, please leave a comment in the comment section. We are going to be going over a little bit more grammar after this. And then after that, I promise you, it will become a little bit more active where you can make sentences. But we need to understand how to make these sentences first. So the first sort of grammar that we have to remember is right in the middle here. It's have something done. Have something plus past participle. Excuse me. Or we could use get. We could also use get. All right. If you have any questions while we're going through this, make sure you leave it in the comment section. Let's look at the next part of the grammar. In the first part, we don't know who is doing the action. Right. So I have my first sentence. It says, I had my hair cut last week. I had my hair cut. Oh, my lighting just went off. I had my hair cut last week. I don't say who did it. I didn't say who did it. So maybe it's a hairdresser. Maybe it's my friend. We don't know. But most times, if I don't say who is doing the action, it's kind of common sense. I had my hair cut. Of course, it's my hairdresser. It's my hairdresser. So in this sentence, we don't know who is doing the action. Okay? But sometimes we want to say who is doing the action. So we also have a great grammar pattern for that. So if we look here, the next grammar pattern we are going to talk about is have someone do something. Have someone do something. So in this situation, we want to say who is doing the action. We want to say who is doing the action. All right, so let's look at the how we make this sentence. And again, have someone do something is we're ordering someone to do it, but I want to tell you who's doing it. Now, the grammar pattern will be different. The grammar pattern will be different here. Now, we are going to, and I'm going to get my arrow back here so it's easier to see. We're going to start with have, okay? No difference here. We always begin here with have. But next, we are going to include the person who will do the action. We're going to include the person who will do the action. So we put someone. Now, next, after that, we need to include our verb. But this time, we don't use the past tense. We are going to use the regular infinitive form of the verb. Okay, infinitive is just a fancy grammar name. It just means just a regular verb tense, not past, not ing. It's just the base form of the verb. Right? So again, if I want to include the person who's doing the action, we have, someone, and verb. So let's look at some of the example sentences. The first example sentence is I had, all right? So I'm using my have. Now I need someone. Okay, my someone is my assistant. I had my assistant. What did my assistant do? I need a verb, which is a regular tense verb, type. Okay, again, I had my assistant type the report. I didn't do it. My assistant did it. But I ordered her. I ordered him. I requested that he or she type the report. So I had my assistant type the report. Now, we can make this future as well. In the second sentence, I will have. That means it will happen in the future. I will have my lawyer. So someone is my lawyer. And verb is contact. I'll have my lawyer contact you. Third one, she has her friend drive her to work every day. She has her friend drive her to work every day. So we've got the has, we've got the person, and we've got the verb drive. She has her friend drive her to work every day. That means she is not driving. Her friend is driving. But maybe she has requested, she's asked her friend. Okay, again, it sounds a bit confusing, but once we start making the sentences, it will become easier and easier. Now we have just one more grammar point to cover. Now, if we go back to the first point I mentioned, have something done. I said we use get something done. And there's no difference in the grammar pattern. We just replace have with get. Now, in the next one where we're including the person, we can also use get. We can also use get here. But the pattern will change a little bit. The pattern will change a little bit. So here, using get instead of have. Okay, it's very similar. The meaning is the same. The meaning is the same. That's the first thing I should tell you. There's no difference in the meaning. It's just your preference. Do you want to use have? Do you want to use get? Now, if we use get in this situation, it's quite similar. So we've got have. Down here, we've got get. Someone, someone. No difference. That is fine. Next, though, with have, we use just the regular verb, type, contact, drive. But if I use get, I must put to and the verb. To plus the verb. All right, so let's look at the example sentences. Same sentence as above. We had, I had my assistant type the report. If I use get, it's I got my assistant to type the report. I got my assistant to type the report. I will have my lawyer contact you. I will get my lawyer to contact you. She has her friend drive her to work every day. She gets her friend to drive her to work every day. The meaning is the same, but with get, the most important thing is I need to include this to. To must come before the verb. Okay. Is everybody with me? Are you following? Are you okay? Is everybody awake? In today's lesson, yeah, I know we've started very grammar heavy right to begin with. But it's important to understand how to make these sentences before we can actually start making them. YFS, great. Thumbs up. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad that you understand. And if it's still a little bit confusing, don't worry, because we will be practicing how to make the sentences now. It'll be a little bit more active now. And if you're watching on the replay as well, if you have any questions about this grammar, leave a comment in the comment section when the replay is posted, and I will definitely reply to you. I was really happy, actually, the last live lesson that I did have some people comment during the replay. They had some questions about that lesson, and it was great because I was able to answer the question, and luckily for them, it became clear. XYZ, you have a question? Yes, I am all ears. I'm all ears. What is your question? All right, so here we have the question here. So if we use have, it's just a verb. That is correct. That is correct. Now, if you use, but if we use get, we also use to plus a verb. Exactly true. And just to one more thing, XYZ, just to clarify, this is only when we include the person. Okay, so again, this is only when we include the person. So if I have someone, okay, in both of these situations, I've got someone. If I want to include the person who is doing the action, yes. If I use have, it's just the verb. If I use get, please include to and then the verb. But if I don't want to say who is doing the action. If I want to say, I don't want to say who's doing the action, the grammar that we used above, right? Then we're using the past tense of the verb, and get and have no difference. How you make it will have no difference. Okay, so actually sometimes you hear to and have. Yeah, maybe some people use it, but it is incorrect. We only, if you want to put to, we must be using get. Yes, and only in this pattern. So only when we include the person. Now, if you want to make your life easy, choose one. You could choose, for example, the top one, and you always use have, and then it's always going to be just the verb. Or you could use get. Choose get. In that situation, you must put to. You must put to in that situation. But I would recommend, variety is important. It's important that you try to use both. Okay, excellent. I see. I got it. So when you include the person, yeah, you're going to have to use to plus the verb. If you don't include the person, then we use past tense, actually, the past participle. And I want to go up here again, just one more time. If I'm not including the person, there's usually a reason. First, it doesn't matter. We don't care who did the action. Or it's completely obvious, it's logical that we know the person doing the action. I had my hair cut. This is, of course, it's a hairdresser. So I don't need to include that. With English, the interesting thing about English is if something is very obvious, if it's easily understandable, we don't include the information. We expect you to know, we expect you to understand. So I had my hair cut. I expect you to understand it's a hairdresser. So I don't say it. If you want to include it, for example, if I wanted to say, I had my hairdresser cut my hair, that sentence is great. It's fine. Most people don't say that because it's obvious it's a hairdresser, but it's your choice. You can include the person or you don't have to include the person. So XYZ, yes, great questions. It is a little bit confusing. I think when we only look at the grammar, it's a little bit confusing. But once we start making the sentences, which we will do now, it becomes a little bit easier. So let's jump into that. Let's jump into the actual sentences. What we will do now is I am going to give you a situation. I'll give you some information, and then I want you to make a sentence using either have or get something done, or have or get someone do something or to do something. And I'll tell you which pattern to use, but let's start making these sentences. And let's go over first an example together, right? So the example says here, my hair is too long. My hair is too long. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? Keyword need to. I need to have my hair cut. I need to have my hair cut. So this is the sentence that I want you to make. I need to have, oh, I just disappeared. I need to have my hair cut. All right, so number one, let's look at number one here. My car is broken. My car is broken. What do I have to have done? What do I have to have done? Now, when you make your sentence for this, I'd like you to say, I have to. And then in this situation, after that, please choose the grammar pattern. What do you have to have done? So I have to something. Okay, my car is broken. My car is broken. What do I have to have done? I don't know if you are good with cars. I'm good at driving cars. I'm definitely not good, and I do not know how to fix cars. Right? So I usually have to get someone to do it. XYZ, I have to have my car checked. I have to have my car checked. Great answer. Great answer. I have to have my car checked. This means you will ask someone to check your car. Now, XYZ, you didn't include a person here. Great. I like that because it's obvious. It's obvious. It's easily understandable. It will be a mechanic. It will be a mechanic. We don't need to include the person here. If you want to include it, that's fine. But if you don't include it, it becomes obvious. It's a mechanic. Now, if the person is someone unique or if it's important information, please include the person. Maybe I could say, I have to have my dad check my car. Then that's useful information. Okay, but your answer is perfect. YFS, I have to have my car fixed. Excellent. Yes, perfect answer. I have to have my car fixed. All right, excellent. Good job. That's a great start for today's lesson. I have to have my car fixed. Now let's look at number two. Number two, it's getting a little bit more difficult now. The waist on her pants was too big. The waist on her pants was too big. What did she have done? What did she have done? Now, just to clarify this for everyone, the waist, when you buy pants, we always measure the waist. In America, we usually do it in inches, right? So a 30, 31, 32 inch waist. Now I live in Japan, we're using it in centimeters. Now, in this situation, the waist, it's too big. It's too big. Maybe she lost weight. Maybe she bought pants that are too big. Okay. But she likes the pants. She wants to wear the pants. What did she have done? What did she have done? They were too big. Now they're okay. Now she can wear them. What would your answer for this be? Very difficult one. I'm sure everybody has had this situation. Maybe you've bought pants, jeans that are too big, but you can't just throw them away. You want to wear them. So we need to make this waist smaller somehow. And of course, the opposite is true. Sometimes we gain weight over Christmas. Christmas time, I eat a lot. Maybe in January, the waist is too small. Does anybody have an idea of what type of sentence we can make here? All right, perfect. YFS has an answer here. She asks her mom to get tailored. Okay, excuse me. You have all of the right information. You have all of the right information. So she asks, okay, all of the information here is very good. We just need to make it a little bit smoother we need to fix the grammar a little bit, YFS, but your information, your ideas, your vocabulary is good. So let's use your answer and let's make it a little bit better. Now, the waist is too big. What did she have done? Now, YFS, you're saying, maybe her mom is good at sewing. So key thing here is the question is using past tense. What did she have done? So we need to include past tense. So she had. Okay. She had her mom tailor her pants. She had her mom tailor her pants. XYZ, she have her pants fixed. Okay, make sure again, past tense. She had her pants fixed. She had her pants fixed. If you want to do present tense, she has. She has. But in this, the question is, what did she have? Oh, there you go. You already fixed your answer, XYZ. She had her pants fixed. Good. Grammar is perfect in that, XYZ. I like, YFS, she introduced the word tailored. I think this is the better verb to use. Fixed is a good verb, but fixed, we usually use it when we mean something is broken. So in our earlier example, the car is broken. So we need to get it fixed, or we fix it. In here, the pants aren't broken. They're just too big, right? So maybe tailored is the better verb here. XZ, you have a great question. What do you call a person who fix or sews? This person is called a tailor. A tailor. I'll put it into the comment section so everybody can see. I'll also put it on the screen. That is called a tailor. So a person who will sew, who will fix clothing, that is called a tailor. And tailor can also be a verb. It can also be a verb. Now, I want to get one more as well. One more answer. We've got a great answer on the screen. She had her mom tailor her pants. If we don't want to include a person, we could just say she had her pants tailored. And I want to introduce one more verb for you here, a little bit different, not tailored. So what we are going to say is, I'm going to put it onto the screen so everybody can see. She had her pants taken in. She had her pants taken in. So this is a special verb we use, and it's only with clothing, especially with pants. Something is too big, so we make it smaller. We are making the waist smaller. So the tailor is taking the waist in. They're making it smaller. Does that make sense to everyone? Taken in. So the opposite, what's the opposite? I ate too much. I gained weight. Oh no, my pants, they don't fit anymore. I have to get the pants. I have to get the pants what? XYZ. Taken out. Perfect. Perfect. So maybe after Christmas, myself, I will have my pants taken out. I'll have my pants taken out. Fusa, you're very welcome. And Kaz, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to you. Thank you to you, Kaz. You are very welcome. All right, so shatter pants taken in, shatter pants taken out. Those are new verbs that you can include. Okay, let's look at the next one. Next one is, we're getting even a little bit more difficult here. Number 3. My car is in the shop. My car is in the shop. This means my car is at the mechanics. It's at the mechanics. It's at the garage. Maybe my car is broken. What did I get my friend to do for me? What did I get my friend to do for me? Now, in this sentence, I want you to use get, and I want you to include the person, my friend. So just to review, we're going to be using this grammar pattern here. Get my friend to and verb. So what did I get my friend to do for me? My car is in the shop. It's at the mechanics. My car is broken. What did I get my friend to do for me? Who has an answer for this? All right, XYZ and YFS. We'll start with YFS first. I asked my friend to get my car. Excellent. XYZ, I asked my friend to get my car. Same answer. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, great, great answer. I like it. Let's move on. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4, his dress shirts are dirty. All right, so his dress shirts are dirty. So the man's dress shirts are dirty. What will he have his wife do for him? What will he have his wife do for him? So in this sentence, make sure your verb is future. We're going to be using have. And please include the person, the wife. What will he have his wife do for him? His dress shirts are dirty. Now, dress shirts, this means the shirts that you usually wear to work. That is going to be buttoned up with a collar. Those are dress shirts. You wear them to work, or you wear them in formal situations. So a lot of people, these types of shirts, they don't wash it themselves, right? Maybe they take it somewhere. So in this, his dress shirts are dirty. What will he have his wife do for him? And whenever you're ready, just leave your answer in the comment section. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Is everybody's day going well? If it's the beginning of your day or the end of your day, I hope everybody's having a great day. Everybody watching on the replay as well, I hope you're having a great day as well. And remember, any of these situations, if you want to practice, write your answers, leave them in the comment section. I will always check them. Right now, we're working on number 4. Number 4 says, his dress shirts are dirty. What will he have his wife do for him? So he is not going to do anything. He's asked his wife. All right, so XYZ, he will ask his wife to take in his shirt to the dry cleaner. Okay, you have all the information here. And I love that you use dry cleaner. That's such a great vocabulary word that you should know. Almost perfect, XYZ, almost perfect. And I'm going to give you a chance to fix this. I'm not going to correct it for you yet. I'm going to give you a chance to fix it. Now, remember, his wife is doing the action, so you've included that. That's great. You used ask. You used ask, which is also excellent. You can use the word ask. You don't have to say ask. You could use have. Have has the same meaning as ask. Now, let's look at the grammar. Let's look at the grammar up here. Have, someone, verb, which is the infinitive verb, base verb. It's not past, it's not future, something. Have someone plus infinitive verb. So, number 4, XYZ. I'm going to give you a second chance to fix this sentence. What is wrong with this sentence? You're almost there. And if anybody else wants to help, right, please help. You know, I always say this in my classes, and you know, I'm a basketball coach as well. I used to coach soccer for a long time. I'm a big team person. And I think right now we're all studying together. You may not know each other, but we're all here together, right? So I think it's important that we support each other. We help in our learning process. So if you know what word to change, you know, please share it with us. Please, you know, share it with your friends. So YFS, he will ask his wife to get his shirt to the dry cleaner. Almost correct. Almost correct. XYZ, he will have his wife, not her wife, to get his shirt to the dry cleaner. Very similar answers. Very similar. So we're using get his shirt. But you're almost right. Both of these sentences are really good. I can understand the meaning. I can understand the meaning, but we want to have it with perfect grammar. But let's go back to the very first one. He will ask his wife to take in his shirt to the dry cleaner. Now, in this situation, we have included the person. Who will do the action? Who will do the action? The wife. The wife will do the action. So we've included the person. Now let's look at the grammar again. So we've included the person. The person is the wife. Now, if you notice, next is the verb. It's the infinitive form of the verb. That means it's the base form, not past, not ing, not future. It's just the main verb. All right, so we've got type, contact, drive. So in this sentence, XYZ, he will ask his wife, and I'm gonna put it up here, and I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna use will. I'm gonna use have. Okay, let's put it onto the screen here. He will have his wife take his shirt to the dry cleaner. He will have his wife take his shirt to the dry cleaner. Now, I've got shirts. We can change that. Take his shirts to the dry cleaner. That's also fine, right? So let's change that to the plural. He will have his wife take his shirts to the dry cleaner. And XYZ, great job. He will ask his wife to take his shirt to the dry cleaner. Perfect. Perfect. In fact, XYZ, this is a really, really good sentence because, you know, we're practicing have and get, but you've introduced the word ask, which is also, this is great. And you made a perfect grammatical sentence here, because with ask, you also need to plus the verb. It's the same as get. It's the same as get. So your sentence here is great. It's perfect. He will ask his wife to take his shirt to the dry cleaner. If you use have, we don't need to put to. He will have his wife take his shirts to the dry cleaner. Now, some people ask me, well, which should I use? Should I use ask or should I use have? Both are fine. It's your choice. You can use ask if you want. You can use get. You can use have. Now, one thing with have, it is implied that he is asking the wife. That meaning is built into the word have. So if I use have, I know that he asked the wife. So it's kind of included in that word. So XYZ found, even though you put a person, you use have. Yeah. So just right now, as I was saying, if I use the verb have, it means that I'm asking someone to do something. It means I'm asking. So I've asked my wife, or he has asked his wife. It is included in the meaning of have. Now, for example, let's make a sentence. Let's make another sentence here. I'm going to put it on the screen. One second. I had my friend walk my dog. I had my friend walk my dog. Now, let's imagine I went on vacation. I'm traveling. My dog is at home. My dog needs exercise. I've asked my friend. I said, hey, can you take my dog for a walk? But in this sentence, I've used the verb have. I had my friend walk my dog. So in this verb had, ask is included in that meaning. So I have asked him, but in that situation, I could use have. All right. Great answers so far. Great comments, XYZ. Have asked someone plus verb. Almost correct. Almost correct. Let's look at the next one. Get someone to plus verb. I like it. I like it. That's perfect. Okay, let's put that onto the screen for everybody to see. And I'm going to correct you just a little bit here. Okay. Get, ask someone to plus verb. Get, ask someone to plus verb. Now, if I use have, in that situation, I don't need the to. Have someone and verb. Have someone and verb. So in all three of these verbs, get, ask, have, they have the same meaning. They have the same meaning. This means I've asked someone, I've requested, or maybe I've ordered, but it's not strong meaning. You know, let's say that your car is dirty. So I had my car washed. That means I'm paying the company, the car washing company, to wash my car. So I had my car washed. I had my, I had the mechanic fix my car. So have, get, ask, all have the same meaning. So YFS, have includes the meaning of ask. Yes, that is perfect. That is perfect. Yes, have has the meaning of ask built into it. Get also. Get has the meaning of ask. But when we use ask, the grammar is going to change. Yes, if you use ask, if you include the verb ask instead of have or instead of get, then it's going to follow this situation. Ask someone to plus verb. Now, it's also important, if I don't want to include someone, for example, it's obvious I don't want to include the person, then I can't use ask. Ask always needs someone. Good job. Nice. I'm happy you get it. Just one more time. If you use ask, we always need someone. We always need someone in that situation. Get, ask, someone. If you don't want to include someone, then please use only get or only have. So let's keep practicing. Let's practice making some more sentences. Number 5. And we've already done this one, so everybody should be able to answer this. I've gained weight, and my pants, they're too small now. What do I need to have done? What do I need to have done? All right, that means it's Christmas time, and I'm eating a lot. Cakes, cookies, turkey. I've gained weight. My pants are too small. What do I need to have done? And for me, I would suggest using this pattern here. I have my pants taken out, XYZ. YFS, I have my pants taken out. Good, good. You guys are on the perfect track. It's almost perfect. Now, if we say I have, just I have, this means it's a routine. This means you're always doing it. Whenever you make any sentence using present tense, it means it's a routine. It's you're continuously doing it. But I think this is not a routine. It's happening maybe one time. So instead of I have, maybe we should make it into the future, or maybe we include this verb, need. So I need to have my pants taken out. I need to have my pants taken out. Does that make sense? I need to have my pants taken out. I have my pants taken out. Grammar is fine. And you're choosing the correct verb. You're choosing the correct verb. You use the past participle. But I have means it's regular. It's always happening. So it's better to include I need to, I will, I'm going to. I have to have my pants taken out. Okay, those are all good. Just have means it's regular routine. Okay, let's look at number 6. Their car is so dirty. Their car is so dirty. What will the dad get his kids to do? What will the dad get his kids to do? So the dad is going to get his kids to do something. What will he get them to do? All right, so let's use get. Let's use kids. What will the dad get his kids to do? So we're going to be using this grammar pattern right here. And will, what will? Make sure it's the future sentence as well. What will? Their car is dirty right now. So the father, the dad, he will get someone to do something. What will he get his kids to do? And whenever you have your sentence ready, type it in. And also, if you don't want to type, speak it. Say it at home. Say it out loud. I can hear you, so make sure you're speaking. XYZ, the dad will get his kids to wash their car. This is a perfect answer. XYZ, no changes needed. It's perfect. Great answer. The dad will get his kids to wash their car. Excellent. Who will wash it? The kids. Who is requesting it? The dad. The dad is getting his kids to wash their car. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Let's look here. Getting even a little bit more difficult. The boy might have broken his arm skiing. So the boy went skiing. Maybe he fell. He might have broken his arm. What should he get done? What should he get done? Okay, so again, in this situation, we want to be using get. What should he get done? Okay, so we want to do should. We are going to be using something, and then we want to be using the past participle. Okay, so this is the grammar we'll be using here. And don't forget, what should he get done? Please include should as well. He should. He should. What should he get done? All right, so again, remember the boy skiing. He falls. His arm is in pain. His arm is in pain. It might be broken. What should he get done? XYZ, he should get his arm checked. XYZ, you are on fire. Perfect. Nothing needs to be fixed with this sentence. It's a perfect sentence. Great job. YFS, he should his arm checked. Don't forget the one word. I think you just probably mistyped. I think you know you just forgot the one word. There you go. He should get his arm checked. Perfect. Perfect. Now, both those are perfect. You both used the word checked. Is there another verb we can use? Does anybody know another verb? Not checked. Checked is great. It's a perfect verb for this sentence. But we could use a different verb. Do you know another verb we could use? Another more medical vocabulary word. I'll give you guys a hint. If you feel your arm, maybe it's broken. It may be broken. It might be broken. You go to the hospital and they'll check it, but they use a special machine. And XYZ has answered X-rayed. X-rayed. Yeah, they're using an X-ray machine. And X-ray can be a verb. X-ray can be a verb. So we could say he should get his arm X-rayed. He should get his arm X-rayed. So X-ray in this situation becomes a verb. The past tense is just ED. We had another answer here. Wife is mended. Mended. Great word. Great verb. He should get his arm mended. Yeah, this means fixed. Fixed. Great. That's also a perfect verb to use. And I believe mended is very, I would say it's more British English than I would say American English. American English, I've never really heard Americans say mended before, but I have heard British people use it. So great. YFS, did you spend time in the UK? That is a great verb to use, mended. So let's move on. We've got a few more to go. to get your day started. Number 8. She is going to the dentist for her regular checkup. Regular checkup. There's no big reason why she's going. It's just a regular checkup. What will she have done? What will she have done? Make sure you are using will. It's the future. And we're going to be using have and then past participle, done. What will she have done? No, I watch British TV shows. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's why you knew. That's why you're speaking with British English. That's great. British English, the Queen's English. I'm Canadian, and because the location of Canada, we're neighbors to the US. I'll speak using American English, but in Canadian schools, we learn British English. So our grammar, how we write, how we spell, it follows the Queen's English. So Canadian English is kind of a mix of both British English and US English. So let's get back to number 8. Number 8 says she's going to the dentist for her regular checkup. What will she have done? What will she have? Now, I want you to be using this grammar pattern, please. Have something and past participle. Don't forget, please include will. She will have. YFS, do you use it in Canada? Queen's English, what do you mean? British English. British English. We often call British English Queen's English. Queen's English. Obviously now in the UK, unfortunately, the Queen has passed away, and now we have a king, King Charles, I believe his name is. But for the longest time, the UK had the Queen, and I don't know why, but we would just call British English, we would say the Queen's English. It just means British English. Yes, and we use it in Canada. Canada used to be part of the UK. We were the UK until we separated. We became an independent country, but we still have a connection to the UK. We're still technically connected. We still have a member of the royal family, the British Parliament, in Canadian government. So if you go to Canada and you get Canadian money, you will see, the Queen Elizabeth, in fact, is on our $20 bill, I think. I don't know if it's still that. I haven't been in Canada for a long time. Well, I was just there, but we used to have, maybe we still do, the Queen's picture on our money. All right, but I digress. Let's answer number 8. She will have her dentist to check her teeth. She'll have her dentist check her teeth. Almost perfect, XYZ. Almost perfect. Let's put the grammar that we're going to use. Have something done. Have something done. She will have, what's something? What's the something? She will have in this situation, your answer XYZ was she will have her dentist to check her teeth. Let's put teeth in the middle. Let's put teeth in the middle. So we've got she will have her teeth, and the verb is, you use the verb check. She will have her teeth checked. She will have her teeth checked. Perfect. YFS, she will have her teeth checked. Excellent. Excellent. So the verb here is check. We don't need to include dentist because it's obvious. The only person who checks teeth is a dentist. So we don't need to include it. If you want to, it's okay. You could put dentist. She will have her dentist check her teeth. That's fine. But I think your guys' answer, she will have her teeth checked. I think these are great. All right, let's do a couple more. Number 9. It says, Susie is staying at a hotel and must wake up at 6 a.m. What will she get the front desk to do for her? What will she get the front desk to do for her? All right, so in this situation, Susie is at a hotel. Maybe the next morning she has an important meeting or an important appointment. She has to wake up at 6. Of course, she has her smartphone. She can set the alarm, but maybe Susie is an anxious person like me. You're going to ask the front desk to do something. What sentence will you make in this situation? What will she get the front desk to do for her? So if you look at the question, I want you to use, again, will. I want you to use get. We've got the person is the front desk, and you're going to be using to plus a verb. Okay, so we'll be using this grammar pattern. Get someone to do something. What will she get the front desk to do for her? And this is a very useful phrase. It's a useful vocabulary word that we will learn. This is for kind of hotel English. Whenever you go to a hotel, if you don't trust your phone, you don't trust the alarm clock in the hotel room, the front desk can do something. Okay, XYZ. Susie will get the front desk to give her morning call. All right, so morning call is a very common noun that I hear in Japan a lot. A lot of times in Japan, we say morning call. In fact, morning call is not really common English. YFS has another answer. Susie will get the front desk to give her a wake-up call. A wake-up call. Wake-up call is the correct English here. We don't say morning call. We say wake-up call. So Susie will get the front desk to give her a wake-up call. Excellent, excellent sentence, YFS. That's a perfect sentence. So we've got Susie. We've got will get. Who is going to do the action? The front desk. What will the front desk do? They will give her a wake-up call. Well done, well done. Very good. And let's look at the last one here. The very last one is number 10. Mike went to the fortune teller yesterday. What did he have the fortune teller do for him? What did he have the fortune teller do for him? So be careful. Past sentence. Past sentence. Fortune teller. A fortune teller. Have you ever been to a fortune teller? I have once. It was interesting. Okay. We are going to be using this grammar pattern for the next one. What will Mike have the fortune teller do for him? XYZ, no. You've never been to a fortune teller? No. Yeah, you know, I went once when I first moved to Japan, the first time, many years ago. There were many fortune tellers on the street, and I saw a fortune teller. I was with my friend, and I said, you know, I want to try. So I sat down, but I couldn't speak Japanese then. So, of course, the old man was speaking to me in Japanese. He said a bunch of things, but I have no idea what he said. So basically, I gave him some money to not understand. My friend did try to translate, but yeah, my friend didn't do a very good job either. So in this situation, Mike went to a fortune teller yesterday. What did he have the fortune teller do for him? And remember, we will be using have someone plus verb, this pattern in this one. Okay, so XYZ, Mike will have fortune teller told his future. Almost perfect. You have all of the right words. All right, we just need have, someone, and verb. If you notice, the verb will not be past tense. It's the regular verb, not past verb. So XYZ, can you try again? Mike will have the fortune teller. And then let's change this. Mike will have fortune teller tell his future. Yes. Okay. Don't forget, let's put the. Mike will have the fortune teller. Mike will have the fortune teller tell his future. Perfect. Perfect. Mike will have the fortune teller tell his future. Another one we could actually say here as well is Mike will have the fortune teller tell his fortune. Tell his fortune. Fortune means future. XYZ. Great. Great answer. So Mike will have the fortune teller. YFS's answer. Mike will have the fortune teller tell his relationship. Tell his. I understand what you're saying, YFS. You're almost there. I would add a few words. So Mike will have the fortune teller tell him about his relationships. Or maybe we'll tell him about his love interests. So let's put that up here. So Mike will have the fortune teller tell him about his love interests. Or you could say, about his relationships as well. Ooh. We've got ambulances driving by my house this morning. That's not a good sign. I hope everybody is okay. Now, remember, if you're watching this on replay, if you're watching this after the live is finished, you can answer any of these questions in the comment section. In fact, I encourage you to type your answers because that's the best way to practice and remember all of the vocabulary. Okay, We have a couple more people joining us, so I want to give everybody a chance to practice this. So let's go to kind of the bonus situation here. I'm giving less information, and let's do a few of these. And if you want all of these, if you want a PDF copy of these sentences, of these situations, please let me know in the comment section. Number one, my tooth is rotten. My tooth is rotten. All right, so we're going to do two more. We'll practice two more. My tooth is rotten. All right, so please make a sentence. You can have someone plus verb. We can have get someone plus to plus verb. We can use the past participle as well. Have something done or get something done. It's your choice. You choose. My tooth is rotten. Rotten means it's very bad. Maybe it's black. So make a sentence. Let's begin it with you. What do I have to do? My tooth is rotten. Okay, so does anybody have an idea for this? My tooth is rotten. We're talking about teeth. So I think that anytime you have a tooth issue, we usually do the same thing. All right, XYZ, I will get my tooth repaired. Good. Perfect. Repaired. Don't forget the I in your spelling there. YFS, I will get my tooth fixed. Perfect. Perfect. Fixed or repaired, both are fine. Fixed is maybe more common. Just be careful with the spelling. We want to make sure it's repaired. Repaired. AIRED. Okay, let's do one more bonus here. Number two, I don't know what's wrong with my shoulder. I don't know what's wrong with my shoulder. Like, my shoulder is not feeling good. But I don't know what's wrong with it. So let's make a sentence, and you can be using get someone to do something, have someone do something, have something done, or get something done. What is your answer for this? You don't know what's wrong with your shoulder. And those of you who are watching on the replay, again, post your answers in the comment section. YFS and XYZ. XYZ, I will get my shoulder x-rayed. Good. You remembered the verb that we already used. YFS, I'll have my doctor to check my shoulder. Close. Don't put to. We don't need to in this situation. Remember, have someone plus verb. So I will have my doctor check my shoulder. Perfect. I'll have my doctor check my shoulder. So I'll have my doctor check my shoulder. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good job. Excellent answers. Now, the main thing here is, include the person or do I not include the person? If it's obvious, if you don't want to include the person, then we're going to make a sentence like this: have something done. I had my hair cut. Or get something done. I got my hair cut. If we want to include the person who I've requested or ordered or asked, then we change the grammar pattern. It becomes get or ask someone to do something, or have someone do something. And remember, notice here with have, just the present verb. But if I use get, I need to put to plus the verb. Okay, so does that make sense for everyone? Oh my God, I did it again. That's okay. That's okay. Honestly, your sentence, I understand it all. Yeah, that one little word you'll remove and it'll be perfect. So don't worry. Okay. Any questions about this grammar? Any questions about this grammar? All right, YFS with the thumbs up. Nice. Okay, so if there are no questions, XYZ, yes, thanks. Nice. If there are no questions, that's okay. If you have a question that you think of later, just during the replay, leave it in the comment section and I will definitely answer. Again, even whoever's joining me live right now, you can watch this on the replay, review everything. And if there's something that I said that you don't quite understand, just comment, ask me, and I will let you know the answer. All right. All right. If there are no other questions, I hope everybody has a great day today. It's for me, it's Saturday morning. It is a great day. It's very sunny and autumn has come. Autumn is in the air in Japan. So the air is not humid anymore. It's nice and dry. It's a little bit brisk outside. So it's really nice. You go outside, you get really good fresh air. So I plan to go and enjoy the fresh air today. So I hope everybody has a great day today. And remember, I'm doing live lessons twice a week, Thursdays and Saturdays. I might include another day. I know Saturday is really early in the morning for people. 7 a.m. is really early. So I might include a Sunday live lesson at a later time. So it's a little bit easier for people to wake up, and it's easier for people who are in other parts. If you're in Latin America, if you're in Africa, if you're in Europe, if you're in different parts of Asia, maybe a later time might be easier for people. So check out the information I post on my channel for that. But for now, Thursdays definitely at noon, Saturdays at 7 a.m. Again, both are Japan Standard Time, but I will be doing possibly a Sunday as well at a later time. And XYZ, yes, thanks. You're very welcome. And YFS, thank you to you as well. You guys did really well in the lesson. Great sentences. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in the next live lesson. But also, I have a lot of videos I'll be posting. There should be a new video, a new lesson I'll post on YouTube this weekend. So make sure you check that out as well. All right, until the next lesson, I'll see you next time. See ya.